Maria Machado joins me now. Maria, thank you so much for being with us here on My View. I have to start by asking you, as a person who has spent so much of your life fighting against socialism in your own country of Venezuela, give me your response whenever you look here to the United States and you actually see people advocating and fighting so hard for socialism here in the U.S.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. And I have to say that Venezuela is the living example of the devastation that socialism and crime can bring to a society. Less than 20 years ago, Venezuela was the richest, freest country in Latin America. Today is one of the poorest. And it's because socialism talks about everybody being equal, but it's everybody being equally poor. There's no such thing as a free lunch. When the state gives you something, it takes something away from you, and it's your ability to make choices and makes you dependable on the state. So this is very dangerous, and I hope that Venezuela's example can be seen and learned from other societies and nations.
What would be your message to people here in the United States who want to make socialism rather mainstream and something that we see more of here in the U.S.?
Look, if there's something I admire in the U.S., is your values. What makes America great is how you have defended freedom and create strong institutions with clear rules of law, and free markets. Liberty can be lost in less than a generation. And 20 years ago in Venezuela, people used to say, no, we're not Cuba, that it's not going to happen to us. And look what it does happen. So you have to take care and defend freedom every day of your life and take it seriously.
Well, we're hopeful that we don't see it come here, but unfortunately, there are those who are advocating for it here, Maria. Let me ask you, do you agree with the Trump administration's decision to put a $50 million bounty on the arrest of Nicolas Maduro? What's your reaction to that?
I absolutely do. Nicolas Maduro is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. He lost an election. We won by a landslide, and he committed fraud. And he has been applying state terrorism. He declared war on the Venezuelan people. It has been stated by the United Nations Fact-Finding Mission and the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. I mean, these are crimes against humanity. And Nicolas Maduro is the head of a narco-terrorist structure that has as he has declared war against the Venezuelan people, also he has declared a war against the democratic nations in this hemisphere. And the way to stop a criminal structure is through, law enforcement and cutting the inflows that comes from their criminal activities, like drug trafficking, human trafficking, gold smuggling, and so on.
Well, we've certainly seen tensions heighten between our two countries as a result of some of the drug cartels. We've seen the response of this country, the United States, to having these narco boats coming into our waters, coming to America. What do you make of all of that?
Well, make a precision. The tensions are against Nicolas Maduro. The Venezuelan people totally support President Trump and this strategy, because we have been fighting for 26 years to liberate our country. We have thousands of people that have disappeared, tortured, even killed, just for voting and defending our votes. And now we have the possibility to stop this war, because this is about saving millions of lives and turning Venezuela from the criminal hub of the Americas into the energy hub of the Americas. We will turn Venezuela through an orderly and peaceful transition into the best ally, the best security ally of the U.S. We will get rid of the Iranian, Russian agents, the groups from Hezbollah, Hamas, and the cartels that freely operate in our country, and for the benefit for very few, and hunger and poverty for a majority of our country. And something very important, Nara. A third of our population have been forced to flee for survival. good, hardworking Venezuelans that want to come back. And the day Maduro goes, you will see millions of Venezuelan migrants coming back home. We want our children back home to build a prosperous, safe nation that is going to be the greatest ally of the United States in the region.
Well, we certainly like the sound of that, and best of luck with all you're doing. Maria Machado, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.